Welcome back to Legislation Daily. In British criminal law, two fundamental concepts underpin the determination of criminal liability: Actus Reus and Mens Rea. These Latin terms translate to guilty act and guilty mind, respectively, and they are essential components in establishing a crime. Actus Reus refers to the physical element of a crime, factual act, omission, or state of affairs that constitutes the offence. It is the external component of the crime that must be proven for a defendant to be found guilty. The Actus Reus can take various forms. A commission or positive act involves a deliberate action, such as assaulting another person or taking someone's property. An omission or failure to act, in some situations, can constitute the Actus Reus of a crime. For example, if a person has a legal duty to act, such as a parent's duty to care for their child, failure to fulfill this duty could result in criminal liability, as seen in cases of neglect. Some crimes involve being in a particular situation or condition, regardless of intent or action. For example, being in possession of illegal drugs constitutes the Actus Reus of a drug offence. For the Actus Reus to be established, the prosecution must show that the defendant's conduct was voluntary. Involuntary actions, such as those performed while unconscious or under duress, generally do not constitute the Actus Reus. Mens rea refers to the mental element of a crime, the defendant's state of mind at the time of committing the Actus Reus. It indicates the level of intent or recklessness involved in the criminal conduct. Mens rea varies depending on the nature of the crime and can be categorized by intention. This is the highest level of mens rea, where the defendant consciously decides to bring about a particular result. For example, in murder cases, the prosecution must prove that the defendant intended to kill or cause grievous bodily harm. Recklessness: here, the defendant foresees the risk of their actions, but proceeds regardless. Recklessness is sufficient for crimes like manslaughter or criminal damage. Negligence: in some offences, such as gross negligence manslaughter, the mens rea is based on the defendant's failure to meet a standard of care, resulting in harm. Strict liability: certain offences do not require proof of mens rea. These are known as strict liability offences, where committing the Actus Reus is enough for a liability, regardless of intent or knowledge, such as certain regulatory offences like speeding. For most crimes, both Actus Reus and mens rea must be present and, coinciding, the guilty mind must accompany the guilty act. This principle ensures that only those with culpable mental states at the time of the offence are held criminally liable. In summary, British criminal law requires the establishment of both Actus Reus, the physical act, and mens rea, the mental intent, to prove criminal liability, ensuring that a defendant is only punished for acts committed with a guilty mind.